I want to begin today's episode by thanking Ray Ardell, who made a 1,250 peso donation to the channel. This is greatly appreciated. Thank you. If you'd like to support the facts and the truth about the Philippines, subscribe to the channel, click thumbs up, or do as Ray has done, donate to the channel. Here's today's story. I received more information from my bank, so now I can confirm the maid we hired and let go a day later did not just steal from us, but basically copied all of our credit and debit cards. More sophisticated than I thought. Her name is Salvacion Bonifacio, so be aware of her. She showed us NBI clearance and all, but after a day or so, I let her go as I got a bad vibe. Then later, my bank in the UK notified me of suspicious transaction of credit card I have never ever used, and the transactions originate in her hometown in Antipolo. They gave me a list of all attempted as well successful transactions and times, linked right to her hometown. With security footage in our house, we found she used a skimming card machine, and unsure how she got to get inside our house, but I believe a small personal radio to copy credit cards from the master bedroom side table. Be aware and take care, as we thought we protected ourselves but clearly did not. Now all the bank cards have been cancelled. Ironically, she is foolish enough to even keep her same phone number after doing this. That is today's story. If you've ever lived in the Philippines and tried to hire help, then you know that hiring someone competent is a complete nightmare. They are simply lazy, have zero sense of urgency, or prioritize the job at all. This man's story is not one of a kind. It happens all the time, and you could not trust any help in the Philippines, especially since most of them simply do not or have the capability to be good maids. They don't even have their own cleaning products. Not just that, they are lazy. They only do the jobs that are easy, like sweeping and mopping. They don't move items around, they do not clean underneath or behind things, they don't want to touch things that are difficult, like the bathroom, the fridge, or the oven. They simply do not know how to clean any place. You're better off to do it yourself. Yes, it can be annoying or a headache, but I promise you, trying to hire competent maids in the Philippines is a complete nightmare. Let's dive into the comment area of this person. Sheeta says, I am aware of these things too, because it happened to me. That's why I don't trust maids. They are good at stealing, and then behaving as the puppy, lol. I always watch them since then. Sad this happened to you or anyone. You can still report her to the police and NBI. These maids are desperate for money, and will do anything to keep their family alive. I'm unlucky with maids too. It's not a matter of luck. It's a matter of reality. Maids have no other skills. That is why they are in that position. They do not get paid well, so they are desperate and live in poverty, and they steal. I am not here to justify their actions or make excuses for them. I also do understand some people need money to survive. However, stealing from your employer is not the way of doing the right thing or conducting yourself in the Philippines. This happens very often. Riza says, my goodness, reason why I don't want to hire maids anymore. Gone are the times in the Philippines when you can really find maids who will love and take care of families as their own. Yes, they are gone because now maids understand there are many other options of trying to get money from you. The thing that annoys me the most is once they steal your credit cards and they're gone, you never get those back. You have to contact your bank accounts back in your home country, which can be a pain in the butt, and also having to wait to receive your credit card and hope that everything goes well. That is if you have money stashed away or have other means of receiving it like online banking. It can be a real big problem if you're not well prepared. Sharon says, she's not a real house helper, just pretending to be. She must be part of a syndicate to even understand how to use a skimming card machine. Sorry to hear about what happened. Verley says, sorry to hear that, sir. If she managed doing that stuff, it means she's just only pretending to work as a helper. But her purpose is to steal from you. She might be a member of a syndicate stealing money from employer. Report that to the police and NBI, sir, and be careful of hiring again without background check and also recommendation from the previous employer. This person, first of all, is making excuses for this person that stole from the foreigner by making it seem like it's an organized crime. Although that could be a possibility, how about owning up to your people's behavior? Lying and cheating should not be accepted, whether individually or a big part of a syndicate. I am tired of reading comments like this, blaming it on organizations, Chinese nationals, or syndicates. No, it's the Filipino people. Start holding them accountable and improve the image of your country, as the Philippines is definitely now the biggest country in the world when it comes to scamming, even ahead of Nigeria or India. Carol says, I hope you file charges with the police, so she won't be able to get any police clearance, and if the case prospers, even an NBI clearance. That way, she won't be able to scam someone else in the future. Without these measures, it is highly doubtful that she will stop along with other cohorts. Yes, now it is your responsibility to teach her a lesson. Of course, you could attempt to do many of these things. However, the reality is many of these maids and Filipinos can simply fraudulently document other pieces of paper, making it seem like they are still legit despite what reality is. An NBI clearance is an official way, of course. However, there are ways around a clearance or a piece of paper someone can simply Photoshop on their computers and laptops. And believe me when I tell you, Filipinos are good at technical devices and how to manipulate documents since they live on their phone and laptops and computers now. The Philippines has changed completely for those that want to come here, find good help, and enjoy their life. There are ways around it, I am sure. Getting references from your friends, or family, or someone you trust. However, those good maids are usually already taken up, and there aren't many left. Plus, many of us don't know many people in the Philippines that we can trust. It is time now to take a look at yesterday's best and worst comment regarding why do digital nomads avoid the Philippines. The number one comment also comes from Philippines Isam or Fisam70 with a $5 donation to the channel. I would like to thank you for that, sir. I do appreciate it. The next comment with the most thumbs up is from CD McClintock. Man, you really lay it down on the Philippines. Not sunshines, lollipops, and rainbows. Tied for top comment with 30 likes is digital nomads avoid the Philippines because there's no work to be found. If you teach ESL, you can forget about it. Japanese, Koreans, and other Asians who finance ESL learning centers would rather pay a local 100 pesos an hour than a native English speaker from the US, Canada, UK, $25 USD. Filipina ESL teachers are awful too. No understanding of the nuance of English, grammar, as well as vernacular and idioms. In facilitated marketplaces, Pinoys will seek out non-native teachers from countries other than the Philippines for a trial lesson. Then pepper them with bad reviews. Then they seek out Pinoy's teacher and heap praise on them, creating a false impression that Filipinos are the superior non-native ESL teacher, essentially destroying people's careers solely out of Pinoy pride. Although I cannot dispute anything you said, sir, I completely agree with what you're saying. Perhaps the definition of digital nomad can be a bit clearer. Regardless, it's difficult to find a job or maintain your own job in the Philippines due to bad infrastructure and lack of facilities to do your work and, of course, poor internet. The worst comment is from John Plays. This is literally the first negative video I've seen on the Philippines. Of the dozens that I've watched, generally speaking, people seem pleased. This is hilarious and ironic. That is the entire purpose of this channel, to counter all the other BS vloggers in the Philippines saying that there's only positive things. Like any other country in the world, there are downsides too, and seems to be, at least last year when I started this channel and the Philippines Truth, that there wasn't anyone talking about the dark side, the downside, and ruining people's lives. I am seeing more and more people at least dabble with talking about the negatives, although they still try to sugarcoat it or put a disclaimer at the beginning of their video as to not lose their Filipino viewers. What do you think of maids in the Philippines or any hired help? Write your experience in the comment section of this video. Also, watch The Philippines Truth, my main channel. I will put the link to that channel down there somewhere. Click on there. Support these channels, subscribe, thumbs up so we can please the YouTube algorithm gods. Thanks for watching. God bless.